Hello everyone, my name is Inko and we are back with our Mordor campaign. A lot of shit is going on as always. I think I say that at the start of every fucking episode. A lot of shit. This just in, a lot of shit happening in Mordor. More of this at 11. Anyway, oh my god. Anyway, we'll go through it one bit at a time. Starting with our armies in the north. We've got our good friend Hormarath of Deer sitting in Firen's Folly. And there's not much we can do here. We can retrain these guys, give them some armor. That is not necessary, let me tell you. Instead, we will just grab this entire fucking army and march forward. I don't know what the best way to do this would be. Oh, look at that. We can actually just sneak by. Can we actually just sneak by the elves here? No, there has to be another orcish settlement here. Let's scout with Lug. Well, he can't see anything right now. I can only assume that there is an orcish settlement there. So we are going to leave via the northern route. This has put Firen's Folly into an uproar. There's not enough troops here to actually garrison the place. And if I was to leave any troops behind, they would unfortunately begin to desert. So it is time for me to move on. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll actually be able to hold on to that. It shall be ever called Firen's Folly, though. They will, the next army to occupy it will arrive, and they will see etched into the very throne room, Firen's Folly. It'll be like that scene in the movie where Gandalf is reading the last accounts of the dwarves in, I can't recall. Man, that's embarrassing. I can't remember the name of the fucking mine. The Mine of Moria. He's in fucking Moria reading the book. We cannot get out. Okay, there's talk of desertion because we accidentally moved Ren the Unclean away from his army. And, this is very awkward for everyone. But there we go. They're back on the invasion. And he should be able to swing around and attack this army here now. My worry is that they will just... oh my god, look at Austrian Gale. It's been garrisoned like a motherfucker all of a sudden. Yeah, if I attack that army, they will just retreat again. So it's up to Ren the Unclean to just march towards Erebor. Speaking of Erebor, I just watched the dwarves kick the absolute shit out of Rune and Harad and all of the guys sitting around. I think it was this fellow right here, Captain Beaufort. No, that's not true. There was another army there. What is this? We've got 2 armies of Hron and 2 armies of Harad. Ren the Unclean will be there very soon. We could always attack Dale itself as well, if we were feeling fresh. I don't know about that, though. That could get messy really quickly. You just have to be careful of the Dalish, because I believe we are... Well, we're not at war with them. Don't worry about it. Not a big deal. We've got Dwarf Wa here building his army. And then we've got Uvatha the Horseman here, who is going to soak up some of these units because he desperately needs some reinforcements. Okay, what do we have outside of Dol Guldur? We've got quite a few units. 2 of those. He needs some raiders, which are arriving. There we go. And we need some halberds. 2 units of halberds. There we go. And we need some heavy infantry in the form of Uruks. We don't have any Uruks. Not anywhere near, anyway. They are a few turns away. What does Uvatha need? His orc bands can merge, because we will definitely get those. His Morning Guard will merge, because we will definitely get those. Halberds. Okay, well, we've just annihilated that unit, basically. We can merge our raiders. There we go. Because we know that there will be a fuck ton of them. There we go. Maulers as well. And then our Uruks, unfortunately, are going to be stuck. Now, I have to take these two trolls with us, rather. I would send them back for retraining, but unfortunately, as we all know, that would mean that they will disappear due to desertion. So, we still need some... Okay, we're going to need some orc bands for Uvatha here. So we will move some. We're also going to need some garrison in Dol Guldur, so we'll do that as well. We're going to need some raiders. Okay, we've got some Uruks for Dwarvois, some halberds, and we still got a shit ton of units en route. Of course, these Alakai are going to head to the Limelight Fort. These troll catapults as well. Adunafel is just going to stare down that army forever. I'm pretty sure I said that before, but he's just going to stare down that elven army until the end of time because he is not going to move until Dwarf Wa is ready. There we go. So, our supply train from the Black Gate is fucking long. It takes 1,000,000 years for units to arrive. It's horrendous, I have to say. We have a spy in Malgalad, though, which may help a bit. We also have a spy in Edoras. We want this guy to be in the woods, I would think. The more spies we have in the woods, the better. We don't want to get ambushed by elves. Okay, now we have a spy in Edoras. Let's send him north, I guess. Now, Dawn Death, the main man himself, is very nearly in our own territory. Holy shit, he's... how many turns away from Barad-dûr? Fuck me, so many turns. I'm wondering, though, should we just hand off the ring to Lagduff? I'm pretty sure we can do that, because I need Dawn Death's army. Yeah, I think that would be an acceptable thing to do. Now, we've got Adunafel here. His army is not too bad to fight elves with. We don't need these archers, really. Well, we'll hold on to them. I keep saying that, but we will hold on to them for later. We have some maulers to give him. Okay. We are still missing heavy armor, unfortunately. We need some Uruks, which are not really en route. Yes, they are. My mistake. They're coming from Edoras. Okay, speaking of heavy armor, we can build a drill square in Entwade. That will shorten our supply chain on the western front a little bit. Thornburg would be the next ideal target to build in, I suppose, to shorten our supply train. Malgalad as well, but it seems like, yeah, it's not going to be able to do anything for a while. Dol Guldur actually already has all of the recruitment buildings in it. We just need to convert. So, that's not too bad. We need to convert, and also we need to wait for our units to appear. I think we can retrain all of these units, get them some armor, as we have a... what kind of blacksmith? Just a regular old... No, we have a heavy armor in Dol Guldur, so that's the best armor we can afford. Now, Uvatha could very easily crush some of these elves. Instead, it's going to fall to him to do a drive-by reinforcement pickup past Dol Guldur. And I think that's pretty much it for this turn. We will be receiving, I think it's roughly 5,000 gold coins next turn. We don't have any missions except to assassinate Thanduin outside of Rosgobel. Oh shit, look at this. Nendir. Okay, we want to keep an eye on Nendir. For some reason we can't... Okay, we can infiltrate his army. And we failed. Oh my god. Well, that didn't last long at all. Let's get another spy in Tir Thanduin. There we go. So we have to watch out for that guy. He's going to be marching to defeat Dwarf Wa. And that kind of sucks, because Dwarf Wa, his army is great. We don't want it to be damaged. Unfortunately, it's going to have to be. Oh no. Oh no. I thought we had some more maulers. Did we not? We had some maulers to go to Dwarf Wa. What the hell happened? We don't have any in his main army. We only have one unit. Okay, well, that's interesting. Okay, well, I think that's pretty much it for this turn. Let's just scout towards Amangastal. We have 2,700 gold coins that we can use to build something. But I don't think there's anything worthwhile to build on the west or in our heartland, so we're just going to save that for next turn, which will come very shortly. Dwarf Wa is almost ready to build his army, and he will march out pretty soon. We have to kind of wait for this army here. If he marches, we'll pick up those units with Uvatha, attack him with 2 armies, and then turn around. I think Ren the Unclean, though, is going to be able to capture Erebor, thus bringing a close to our invasion. Anyway, everyone, let us end the turn. Well, as we can see, Furin's Folly is already beginning to riot. I don't think they're going to hold on for too much longer. Unrest, eh? Nah, Furin's Folly is going to turn rebel, or it'll go to the dwarves very soon. It's hard to say. Okay, so we have 8,000 gold coins to use. We've built a Temple of Melkor, that is, in Limelight Fort. A new Swing Club has opened, and now everyone's going to be putting on their poodle dresses and also their tap shoes. I don't know. Would you dance swing with tap shoes? I think in like a perfect world you would, because it would spice up the whole experience. As fun as swing dancing is, not that I know, but I'm just saying, like, from observation, it looks really fun. I'm just saying, like, it could be that much better if you were to wear tap shoes. Also, if you were to strap, like, a bomb to your chest, that would make it really interesting as well. Like, you have to keep... It'd be like Speed, that movie with Keanu Reeves. If you were to stop swinging, like, if your RPM was to go down, you would explode. I think that would make it very interesting as well. Okay, so we've got some units entering Limelight Fort. We're still waiting for the heavy infantry. They have just arrived. Lunluck will build an army to reinforce. It's going to be a few turns until we get our heavy infantry, though. Now, Lunluck, though, he can take his troops perhaps around the flank. Nah, well... Sure, let's do that. Let's build a shitty army for Lunluck. I think all Adunafel needs is just heavy infantry. He's got 3 raiders. He just needs another unit of Uruks, which we have. So we will take 2 units of Orc Band, give that to Lunluck. You know what? It's been such a long time since I've actually seen the model for an Uruk general. It kind of throws me off. Okay, so we need 2 Morning Guard. Ba-boom. We will take 1 unit of raiders. And, well, no, we will take 2 units of raiders. Leave 1 behind. 1 unit of halberds eventually. Well, no, we can give these 2 units to Adunafel because he's waiting for them anyway. And then everything else can be reinforcements. There we go. Or rather, it can be garrison in Limelight Fort, because we don't want to leave Limelight Fort completely barren. You know, that would be irresponsible, I think. Let's try to infiltrate this place, and we've done it. Wonderful. Karen Umroth has been fully infiltrated. They never expect a washerwoman. Lunrat, I think his name was, just waded in on a stream wearing his classic washerwoman outfit, much like Mr. Toad. Do you guys remember the old story of Mr. Toad? I don't know. Anyway, moving on, Dwarvois is building his army. We've got some Uruks here for him. Let's see, what do we want to add first? Probably that unit of Maulers, and then the Uruks as well, just for the organizational aspect. There we go. And I think that's pretty much his army. We can add 2 more units. I think maybe some raiders would work, because they are just like fodder. Sure. Actually, having said that, let's look at Uvatha's army. We can probably... Can we merge this unit into another one? Take it off Jihad? Would that work? Let's try it. We'll put these guys into Dol Guldur. Well, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to move them into this city. There we go. We will merge these 2 guys. Let's merge these dudes into there, and boom! They are now off the invasion. Wonderful. We can probably do that with some other units if we're lucky. Do we have any bashed up trolls? I don't think so. Unfortunately, that would be too good. Okay, well, we still need 2 units of raiders, so we can give him this unit here. We've got 2 halberds, which can probably join this army as well. Put these guys in. There we go. We don't have... Okay, there we go. There's the 2nd unit of raiders. Let's maybe... Okay, we'll give these trolls as well to Uvatha, because his trolls are not looking so hot. Not looking so hot. Okay, we need to give some orc bands. There we go. So we've got 3 orc bands. We need some Morning Guard as well. I don't think we have any. We've got 1 unit, actually. Good enough. So we've got 2 units of Morning Guard. We've got 4 units of Raiders. We're lacking in heavy infantry, I think. 1 unit of Halberd would do it. There we go. Now, what else do we have in Dol Guldur? We've got... Okay, we can merge these Uruks, actually. That would be helpful. Boom. 134 men. That's probably more than enough. Let's see. How many halberds do we have? 2 units of halberds. We've got 1 extra unit in Dol Guldur. Let's give that to Dwarvois. Let's hold on to it. 1 more unit of Orc Band. Ought to do it, fill out the roster. Same for Uvatha, let's give him one more Orc Band. And that should fill up his army. Let's see, we've got 1 unit of Maulers. We've got a lot of shitty units in here. That's just fine. Oh no, it's too late to join the invasion. I fucked that up so hard. Shit. I didn't realize. Okay, so after a certain point, you can no longer join and abandon the invasion. I just wanted to give some movement to these units, but now I've just abandoned the invasion entirely. So now a lot of my units are going to be subject to desertion. Wonderful. No sleeping here. If only we could capture Erebor this fucking turn. I think we're gonna have to be... We're gonna be forced to capture it next turn just to prevent ourselves from taking too much... Shit, we're gonna have to... Nah, we'll stay here because... we can't actually attack Erebor from where we are because all of these surrounding tiles are being filled with enemy armies. So I really want to force an attack on Erebor. We'll have to do that next turn. Okay, Uvatha himself will continue to push forward because I'm hoping with my heart of hearts that the invasion will be ended next turn when we capture Erebor. Now, as for Door of War, he has his army completed and now he's going to cross into Karis Galadin. What is this place called? Celebrant. We're going to cross into Celebrant. What is the quickest way? Oh, we can just cross there. Well, why don't we fucking do that? Okay, so it's 3 turns away. We'll wait for Lunluck to reinforce Adunafel. His heavy infantry will reinforce as well. As for Hormorath in the north, he is going to continue. Where do we want him to go? We kind of want him to come south, I think. His invasion... Well, actually, you know what? If we park ourselves outside of Firen's Folly and abandon the invasion, that should allow us to garrison Firen's Folly without losing troops next turn, potentially. Oh, man. I don't know. Let's repair and rebuild this Temple of Melkor. We definitely want... we definitely want to hold on to Firen's Folly. We've already got it. If we can prevent it from rioting, that would be wonderful. So that's all of our armies dealt with, I think, except for Dawn Death. Okay, you know what we're going to do? We're going to grab Dawn Death. We're going to stick him here. We're going to get Lagduff the Honorable. And we will transfer the 1 fucking ring to Lagduff. As shitty as it is that Lagduff is going to be the one who delivers the ring itself, it's just, I can't justify having Dawn Death's army get stuck with him. We will send 2 units with Lagduff as well, just as, like, I don't know, insurance. Doesn't really make sense. We should have sent some units with Lagduff, like Dawn Death's units that need retraining. That would be good. Now, Entwade is in a position to retrain and recruit a lot of Dawn Death's army. We're gonna need... We've got 4 raiders, 2 orc bands. We just need shock units, I think, which unfortunately are a long way away. Let's see. We can get a unit of cave trolls in Minas Morgul. Send them to West Osgiliath. There we go. Let's send them to Minas Tirith, actually. There we are. Cirith Ungol. Can't recruit anything in the Black Gate. We can recruit pretty much nothing. We're going to need some heavy infantry. I'll just keep pumping out 2 units of each type, I suppose, until we've pretty much won the campaign, I'm going to say. And actually, let's do that. We will pump out 2 Uruks, 2 Morning Guard, 2 Halberds, 2 Orc Bands. Can we get some Raiders? No. Henathanun? Huh? Any help? No, not at all. Okay, the Barad-dûr. 2 raiders, 2 maulers. That's pretty much it. Okay, well, I think it's about time that we end this turn as well. We've pretty much built all of our armies. We have a bunch of reinforcements coming, and that will be definitely helpful in the coming turns. Anyway, as I said, let us end the turn and head into 220. My god. And we are back. We just have a few minutes here left in the episode, so I think we'll try to do some shit very quickly. So, it looks to me like Harad is attacking Erebor. We can't actually force an assault on the walls because we don't have any units capable of attacking buildings. I thought we had some catapults that would have allowed us to force an attack, so we're just stuck with regular old siege equipment. There are a huge amount of dwarves here. The thing is, though, if any of these armies really get attacked, there is a chance of us reinforcing, and that means we will be able to deal some damage. The problem here is that there is talk of desertion, my god, in Uvatha's army. Uvatha the Horseman is going to lose the large bulk of his army. He's going to lose a unit of catapults, which would have been very helpful in this campaign, because we can't end this invasion this turn, unfortunately. I was hoping that we could have, because for some fucking reason, I thought that Ren the Unclean had a unit of catapults, when of course that is not true. Interestingly enough, my minimap is all fucked up. I don't know what happened. Anyway, interestingly enough, our army in Firen's Folly no longer is on the invasion. I took them off the invasion, and they just kind of dropped it, I guess. I don't know what the hell happened. In addition, I don't know if you've noticed, but the Hive Elves have declared war on us, and they have attacked us in Firen's Folly. Whether this is a good thing or not, I can't say. I really don't know. Oh my gosh, but they are going to attack us nonetheless. The army is going to head to, or rather, the ring is going to head to Barad-dûr. Dawn Death is going to head into, well, just outside of Entwade. And we can probably grab some units and merge them. So this unit can head into Entwade for retraining. We will take this untrained rookie unit out. We have some raiders, etc. Anyway, I'm going to do this off screen. We don't need to do that right now, but all you need to know, all you need to know is that Dawn Death is going to take his army, and it's going to appear next to this bridge because he is going to move north to reinforce Adunafel and Lunluck and Dwarvois, etc. We really want to bring the fight to the elves, so here comes Dwarvois to attack Karis Galadin. As far as we know, there's still an army just north of us here. Did I not recruit a spy in Tirith? I could have sworn. Anyway, Ugg here, his path has been blocked. We want him to take a look. We want him to take a look outside of Erebor. There we go. He hasn't seen anything. All he's seen is some trees. So that's nice. Ugg here has given us some very nice sketches of the dwarven flora and fauna. The deer are particularly nice. The salted pork is particularly good. We've built and repaired a shrine in Firen's Folly. It's going to be a long time until the culture is of any value, unfortunately. We've recruited a bunch of raiders and Uruks and whoa, all sorts of shit. And it is now being pumped towards our front lines. And of course, the High Elves have declared war. So when we come back next episode, we will attack this elven army. I think something like that would be helpful. Adunafel can crush him and move on. Dwarvois is en route, as we all know. Muzzbag has a nice little stack here too, so he could potentially be of use if we need him. I'm not really sure, though. It's hard to say. It truly is hard to say. Dawn Death, as I said, will be getting... we could give him a catapult, too. That couldn't hurt. Okay, we don't have any units in Aldborg, Edoras, anything like that. How about Minas Tirith? What can we recruit of worth in Minas Tirith, perhaps? Some Uruks. If we're going to recruit Uruks, we may as well recruit them from Edoras, so let's do that, because we know we are going to need those guys eventually, at some point. And our upkeep is doing pretty well. We're still making around 5,000 gold per turn. Not too fucking bad. Now, Uvatha, although he doesn't have a catapult, he can very easily... Well, let's just build a watchtower for now. That'll help out. And he can advance on Austin Gill. No, I think we'll keep him here just in case. We know his army is going to desert any day now, so it would be best for us to stay close so that he can get his reinforcements very easily. I say reinforcements, but we know that they're all replacements. And in fact, this catapult will be needed by Uvatha. Look at this, Captain Kamul the Easterling. You guys remember Kamul? I'm pretty sure he got killed in Dol Guldur, so it's kind of interesting that he's been reincarnated as an Orcish general, much the opposite of Uvatha the Horseman. Uvatha the Horseman started as an Orcish general, and he has been reincarnated as a Nazgul. So that's kind of interesting. Anyway, I think that's all of our armies dealt with. Hormarath is unfortunately stuck in Furin's Folly. Now, this battle here, I may just fight it, actually. Not right now, but I'm gonna sally out and attack these guys. I'm pretty sure we can handle half a stack of High Elves, although I have no idea because I've never fought them before. Their attack and defense is insane. Noratirno warriors. What in the absolute fuck? Oh my god, they've got proper cavalry. Eldorinwe lancers. Eldorinwe archers. Boquendi. Noretirno. Boquendi. Okay, well, Sword Quendi. Okay, well, this is not a great situation for us. We can also see that there are dwarves en route with some catapults. My god, are we at war with the dwarves? Of course we are. Okay, so he's a few turns away, this guy.
No fool, send your emissary to...
I guess this mountain pass isn't as closed as I thought it was. Oh, look at that, it's high pass. Okay, well, as soon as we defeat these elves, we might actually have to pull our army out of Furin's Folly because there's no fucking way we're gonna hold against those dwarves. Yeah, so when we come back, we will defeat Aran Sidorian. Dawn Death will move, and I will probably fight this battle off camera. Although it is the first battle against the High Elves. Shit, I'm undecided. Would you guys rather see the battle for Furin's Folly, or would you rather see Udunafel? Well, half a stack of elves is nothing special. We've seen that before, so perhaps we will fight the battle of Furin's Folly, just because it will be the most interesting. Anyway, everyone, I'm going to end it here, so thank you for watching. I hope you are enjoying the series, especially because we are now beginning to kick some serious ass. If you are, be sure to leave a like. Be sure to leave a comment. That shit always helps out. If you want to keep in touch or get updates on uploads or anything like that, then be sure to check me out on social media. That's Twitter, Facebook, Google+. And if you want to see more of this campaign, be sure to come back next Tuesday, because that is, at the very latest, when I will post the next part. Anyway, I will see you guys then. Have a good week.